Paul, can I tell you what I am sick to death of?
Oh, sure. I mean, if you want to.
Sick to death of the Jews. No. Nigga, I am sick to death of people getting on this internet and saying, Trump thinks you're dumb. Trump thinks we're dumb. Trump really thinks you're stupid. No, nigga. Trump is stupid. Don't you understand this? Trump is dumb. Trump is an idiot. And if you supported him, you are dumb. You are stupid. You are an idiot. He was a clear and obvious con man. But he's so dumb, he can't ever get away with his cons. You see what I'm saying? But he's also so well connected and powerful that he gets away with it anyway. We all can see the emperor has no clothes, and we act like he does anyway. He goes to court and they act like he has on a 3-piece suit. A nigga in there naked with his fucking dead veins hanging out his skin and shit. What does he got? Dead vein syndrome or something?
Automatic death disorder.
Something fat niggas get when they're old and out of shape and unhealthy. All right? Trump comes out and says, we gotta get, we gotta see who's on them fucking Epstein files. It's probably Clinton. It's probably he's on there, He gets in office. We're gonna look into the files. I mean, maybe because some of this stuff is kind of fake. I don't want, we can't take all it too seriously. Then it's there are no Epstein files. Move on, you idiots. There is no Epstein files. Then it's, there's Epstein files, but the Clintons and Obama and Joe Biden made it up. And then it's, if I don't care about the Epstein files, if you still care about the Epstein files, you're no longer a supporter of mine. These are the ramblings of someone who's quite dumb. All this man had to say was, hey, we're working on it. Hey, there's a lot of files. There's a lot of sensitive information. We're working on it. In fact, there's a meme of him every time he says he's going to do something and reporters follow up on it. He'll be like, we'll have it to you in 2 weeks. In my opinion, it's 2 weeks. 2 weeks later, yeah, we're about 2 weeks away. I'll come up with a healthcare bill that'll no one will be able to believe. It'll be the best healthcare plan, better than Obamacare. And what happened? He just stripped away your healthcare and had nothing to replace it because he's a liar. He's a very obvious and clear liar. He has a long history of being a liar. He has a long history of being a charlatan, a mountebank. He has a long history of being dumb, saying the dumbest things. He on record said he'd like to drink bleach to cure.
That was the wildest. I forgot he said that.
Yeah, to cure COVID, my nigga.
Maybe if we just get the bleach inside them. Maybe if we get, no. He said he wanted to get the sunlight inside their bodies.
And he has alligator Alcatraz now, or alligator Auschwitz, as they're calling it, in Florida. People don't remember. They're like, how could you be so cruel to put alligators around that moat? Oh, my God. Nigga, this was his idea from 4 years ago. I remember. The man said, if we want to keep out the Mexicans, why don't we just put a big moat around the fucking build a fence and then put a moat around it with alligators in it. That was his idea. These are the ramblings of a 10-year-old child. My nigga, if that's your idea, to put a moat around the entire United States and then put some alligators in it, you have to be an idiot. And what happened is his followers who are in a cult or who are followers who are dumb are just refuse to see what's in front of their face. They ignore it. They ignore it because what they want to be true is more comforting than the actual truth, which is the person you are championing happens to be an idiot. So the evidence has been there. He's been dumb for a long time. He's been incompetent for a long time. He's been ruining businesses for a long time. He's been not paying niggas for a long time. But it's ever so obvious because this idiot ran on getting the Epstein files released. That's part of the reason. They thought he was going to get in office. Trump's going to release the Epstein files. Trump's going to release the JFK files. Has he released the JFK files? He's in his 5th year in office. Ain't not one JFK file been released. And the reason why the JFK files ain't been released, and the reason why most likely.
You talking about John or you talking about Jeffrey?
We talking about John. The reason why most likely these files aren't being released is because the people who carried them out are connected to a little place called Israel, a little place that only existed for so many years and has become such a nuisance to the whole entire world. Most likely Mossad. Most likely Epstein was an agent of Mossad. And when he got caught the first time for child sex trafficking, he got a slap on the wrist and got all the files closed off so none of his co-conspirators can be punished. And that's because he was an agent of Mossad, and Mossad runs the United States of America. All right? And when Netanyahu got into power in that country, he is a right-wing war hawk madman who wants to murder everybody that isn't like him. And when he got into office, he happened to get in office at the same time that Trump was in office, and Trump let him run wild. And then we thought Biden was going to do something about that. Biden got in office and continued his wild run. Because if you don't know, on this podcast, we say that the Democrats are also trash, my nigga. It's not just the Republicans. Trump is an obvious, and I do mean obvious. Okay, let's just say this. He was convicted of rape. And he is clearly a person who does not mind taking what he wants from women. He was best friends with Jeffrey Epstein. Ghislaine Maxwell is in prison right now for running a sex trafficking ring. Trump is most likely on those files. He's well connected. He was in the room. He had sex with Melania for the first time on the Lolita Express, which is the colloquial name that Jeffrey Epstein called his plane.
Jeffrey Epstein mobile.
The problem I have with this is people are just now upset about it. This information has been out 4 years. 4 years, right there for you to read. And you was too stupid to check, to look at it, to be in reality. Because you want your little fantasy land. I know black people, black men. I don't know what is wrong with you niggas, but they're so woke that they're actually Republicans. And they was on there talking about, yeah, I voted for Trump because when Trump was in office, I was making money. That's why I'm a vote for. Because fucking correlation equals causation. That's what I learned on the streets. If Trump is in office and I made an extra $1, that must be because of Trump. You fucking idiot. The economy was good because of Obama. Obama gave him that good economy. Then he came in and slowly fucked it up. And then by the time Biden got in the office, it was bad again. And your dumb ass did zero research. My brother, my actual brother, who's made the same dumbass, you know what I'm saying? Made the same dumbass claim, dirtbag. This nigga's going on fucking record saying it on camera. You niggas don't read more than the first couple of sentences of a news story and then come up with what you think because you think you're smarter than what you actually are. Trump is an obvious con man. If you voted for him, you're dumb. Trump doesn't think I'm dumb. I'm gonna tell you that right now. He don't think I'm dumb. He probably would think I'm a threat if he's seen the other videos I made about this nigga. He don't think I'm dumb. He thinks you dumb. Speak for your goddamn self. You're dumb. You're dumb. All right? You're dumb. The nigga who said he was going to sexually assault Kendrick. What's his name?
Andrew Schultz.
Andrew Schultz. You're dumb, nigga.
Yes.
That's who Trump thinks is dumb. You're a fucking idiot, my nigga.
Here's the thing I don't like about the Andrew Schultz thing, though.
Let me hear it.
I feel like he's playing dumb.
He's not playing dumb.
No.
He is dumb.
No, okay, he is dumb. But also, like, I feel like you clearly and obviously did not believe some of this stuff. You played the fool. Like,
He's trying to play like when Trump came on my podcast and I didn't push back on anything he said and I laughed and joked with him and all this shit and I gave him the platform to speak, just like Joe Rogan, just like the country white boy that everybody wants to invite to the barbecue, but is clearly just some country bumpkin redneck nigga who doesn't give a fuck about nothing but his own bank account. I forget what his name is. Another comedian that's not funny on stage, but
oh wait, no, you talking about Theo Vaughn.
Theo Vaughn, yeah. Like, Theo Vaughn, he's such a laid back, cool guy. Fuck out of here, nigga. Anyway, These niggas invited him on the podcast, let him speak with no pushback whatsoever, didn't question anything he said, was really on there just so Trump could speak to their fans. And they endorsed him. Now, the thing that I knew in 2018, 2019, 2017, we all knew the logs that Bill Clinton was on the plane. We all knew Trump was on the plane. We all knew Trump was Jeffrey Epstein's best friend. And now it's blowing up in their face because Trump's dumbass base is finally looked at the truth because Trump went about disavowing the Jeffrey Epstein files in the dumbest way possible. You know what I'm saying? And so now his base is waking up, and now these niggas is catching backlash, and they don't know what to do with themselves. And the only thing they could do is try to obfuscate and try to hide and lie. I didn't know. I thought he was going to do what he said he was going to do. I don't believe that you didn't know. I believe you thought that, hey, I could take my podcast from being a comedy podcast that seems to have about a 5 to 8 year run, right? A lot of comedy podcasts, they run out of steam because most of you niggas never say one funny fucking thing on your whole entire podcast, yet you're a comedian. I haven't laughed at anything Joe Rogan said in the past 20 years, nigga. Andrew Schultz on that podcast has never did one thing to make me laugh. Now, granted, I don't watch. So maybe niggas who do watch have seen it. But every clip I see, not one fucking funny phrase or word. It's these niggas thigh slapping each other like fucking HBK about to deliver fucking Sweet Chin music and shit, nigga. Just, what did you, that's funny. It's slapping each other and punching each other in the face and shit. Overreacted to their dumbass punchlines, nigga. That's all I've ever seen on the podcast, right? And he decided the best way to go about this, because Joe Rogan's making money out here, let's make this podcast political. Let's get involved in politics. And because you're dumb and don't know what you're talking about, it's either you did it on purpose to make money because you saw that was the way to get into the zeitgeist and go a longer way, is to acquire a right-wing base. You're not the first nigga to think of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's been mad niggas that have done that. But either it was that, or you're just so stupid that this man sat there, an obvious liar, sat in your face and lied to you, and you enjoyed that. You fell for that because you a fucking sucker. A nigga who's supposed to be able to look at life and see all the odds. Like, isn't this weird? Like, I'm a comedian. Let me look at the weird parts of life that everybody just accepts, and let me find the funny parts of it. You didn't find nothing funny about what Trump was saying to you? You didn't find it funny that a convicted rapist was telling you he was going to release the Jeffrey Epstein files? You didn't find it funny that he was the best friend of Jeffrey Epstein? The nigga who died under Trump's first term in office?
So, and then on top of that too, it's doubly disappointing because he's a New Yorker. And I feel like when Trump came out, the people who definitely were like first on the train of like, this nigga's clearly lying, like don't trust this nigga, are New Yorkers, because they know that this nigga has done every single business this nigga has ever done has went bankrupt.
No one can tell you how terrible Trump is more than a New Yorker can, because they was right there for it. They didn't have to read the news story. Yeah. Their friends and family got ripped off by Trump. He's a old school gangster who does his thuggery through the government rather than organized crime, which you can argue is organized crime at this point. I ain't gonna belabor the point. I just wanted to make it sad. I just want to make it known. Trump is one of the dumbest people alive. And if you follow him or see him as a leader or anyone you should be like or support him in any way, you are also dumb. He is most likely either a pedophile himself or just supports pedophilia and doesn't mind it. And if you're okay with first of all, if you're okay with kids being murdered, you already should go ahead and won yourself. But if you're okay with what Trump and his connections to Jeffrey Epstein and you make excuses for it, please won yourself.